What is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, day traders, cloud swing traders? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I am back. I was away. I appreciate all of the guys kind of filling in, covering. The team did outstanding. I didn't miss anything this week, did I? Like there was no. It's not like we didn't hit all time highs. There was no crazy political news when I was gone. Nothing. Everything's normal. Nothing changed. Okay. Okay. All right. I know we got Albert in the house. Good morning to you. We got Anna. Good morning, Bill, Cindy, Eric, Greg, Jay, Joe, Kevin, Lauren, Martinez in the house. Micus, Raja, Ruben, Shane. Man, I missed all you guys. I missed all you guys. All my people on YouTube land. We got Jeff. Good morning to you. All my lurkers in the background, just sitting there quiet. Love you. It's okay. Just hit that like and subscribe button. Ruben says, "Glad you're back. I'm glad to be here. Glad you're here." Woo. But yeah, let's go to the market first. I know that's probably not the biggest news, but let's go to the market first. And not only that, like even like Zoom changed. So now I get like the whole layout of Zoom changed on me too. So now I'm all over the place with that one. I pulled it up to like 10 minutes ago. I was just confused, but market had a pretty bullish week. We did hit new all-time highs multiple times during the week. CPI came in light. Everything was looking good. And then Saturday comes and there's a attempted assassination. So I I don't think that was in the expected for this weekend. But I am glad like it doesn't matter honestly if you love Trump, hate Trump, love Biden, hate Biden, any candidacy, uh pretty uncalled for any type of assassination. So I'm glad the everyone politically running. And then there was one guy who unfortunately was killed. So obviously it's horrible for anybody to go to any event and then just never come home again. That's definitely difficult for his family and people that he knows, and it's just heartbreaking. So want to cover that, and I think there's still I think two people critically injured. So I hope that they survive and are recovered as well. But crazy times. Yeah, crazy times for sure. SPY, we still are gapping up pre-market. I do love the fact that we're getting above. So we had a potential reversal candle. Volume kind of came in even on the SPY from Thursday, Friday. Nothing too crazy. Little bit of extra volume Thursday, Friday, but the fact that we're getting above even the opening price, fairly bullish. Even the VPOC from Friday was at all-time highs. So I got that at sitting at 562.81. We are below that. So I'm going to be looking for that for my first little possible resistance rejection spot and see if we just want to stay inside today. Otherwise, it does look I'd be leaning a little bit more to the bullish side with the ability to break out of that range. We'll take a look at the Qs. Hmm. Qs, we got little gap up, not surviving as well. So we as much as a SPY. So this is that Thursday candle on the SPY we're talking about. We're still about halfway. That VPOC came in roughly, probably about the 618 retracement. So I would say on the Qs, 497.93 is a big spot. That is a looming bearish engulfing candle covering 1, 2, 3, almost 4 days. So we actually got down there. So 4 days of trade action and Qs kind of gave it all back on Thursday. A little bit of rally, a little bit of momentum, trying to come back in on Friday. But I think bigger question would be into tech. So we probably want to stick to more of the SPY, or if you're looking for a short, because again, you do have good liquidity, you got good volume on a lot of the tech, and tech could make bigger moves. I'd be watching and see if we could get a short somewhere around 497.93. If we start breaking out of that, next target up higher, 502.48 to the downside. We're gonna have to look at this 493.02, but that is a spot we've hit before. Possible to break that, and that would take us down to 490.12. So we'll see. Probably a little consolidation, I think, on the Qs. We shall see. TLT. We got Appy's moving. Yeah, Apple, I think, had an upgrade today. Uh, TLT at least kind of almost didn't move for the whole week. That's good. Not a great looking gap down today, but there is some support. I'd say look for like 92.60, somewhere in that range, but we're getting into a little bit of support. We hit that resistance like a champ, and so far not holding. Uh, this is a gapping going to again. TLT is going to work a little bit differently in terms of the gaps and who's trapped and all that, etc. But this would be a gap and go from Friday. That candle's more or less inside this one, which honestly is a retest. So let's see if we can retest down to 92.54. That's where I want to see you hold on that. And let's start with DJT. DJT, massive gap up. Based on the political news, I think anything Trump related is going to have a lot of eyeballs on it today. I don't know. Here's my thoughts on DJT today. If you're chasing it and you want to go in and buy it here, you might win some money. You might actually make some money. You have a very good risk of also just losing some money and being kind of a bag holder on it. I don't know what happens. I think it has an absolute ability to go crazy, but this is a 50% gap up already, more than, and it's already kind of sitting at some kind of resistance. So for me, I'm not going to chase it here. Same note, if this thing opens up, if I could get a day trade on it where it gives me some kind of good level, all right, I'll probably day trade it. I much would have rather had it. We said it multiple times, somewhere around this $30 range, $31 range. Much better spot just in terms of overall risk reward. There's a lot of people. Obviously, nobody was expecting any type of assassination attempt on Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. So these traders are all kind of waking up to profits that they just didn't think they were going to have. I want to say that I would, like, on a normal trading basis, a normal stock, I would say there's probably more chance of a fade lower. Get some of those profit takers. I don't know that we come back to $31. I think this is going to be news that is cycling for quite some time and probably for the rest of the campaign and beyond. So I think there's some people looking to buy. Valuation of this company is rough. You're not trading this thing for valuation. You're not long term holding this thing at these levels. It can go crazy, but until we get some kind of pullback, give me like $40 range, $40.60. Something in that range might be an interesting opportunity to buy. So we'll see. The other ones, I think Rumble's moving. Again, the opposition to YouTube that gives you a little bit more kind of freedom of speech on this one, but Rumble is moving. That is a big retest gap. I would probably say for the runners on the Trump news, DJT is going to be your probable solid play if it's going to keep running. I think these other ones, there are sympathy plays to it for sure, but I think you're going to have the stronger base just hopping into DJT. Tesla is another one that is up again. It's got all the momentum in the world. For the last 2 weeks, it's up like 44%, whatever, 47%, something like that. Last 2, 3 weeks. But you also had Elon who came out fully backing Trump. So this one is kind of moving off of that news. Everything else solar powered, and that's kind of the Biden play because the Biden White House does give a lot of tax incentives, tax breaks to anything green energy. So if the probability that Trump will be president after this, or at least that's what I think the people into DJT is kind of thinking, solar powered, anything clean energy, you might see the repercussions of getting some kind of a tax cut into some of those zones, or maybe they just don't get the funding from the government that they did under Biden. So, unfortunately, we do got some ALB. Not taking too big of a hit on it, but it's down already. Anything else? I think not PNW. First Solar, I think, is getting clapped a little bit, but some of those names probably a bit rougher trade. I don't know if I'd be buying the dip directly today. I might want to wait a day or two, maybe like Wednesday to buy a dip. would make some sense to me. We did have, I'll take a look at, yeah, let's go to SMR as well. Jay saying 18% short float. New scale power. Mm, hold second quarter 2024 earnings conference call on. Is this off of earnings? No, it's not earnings. Mm, New scale, that was on the 27th of June. Yeah, I don't know if there's any this looks like it's got that 18% short float. It looks like that's already kind of been triggered and activated. That is quite the gap though. It's quite the gap. Maybe on a pullback on this one. Again, we've already run just absolutely bananas. I don't know where you want to start this run from. But from the lows, we went from $1.93 all the way up to 16, and that's in since this year. This would have been a great buy holds. Man, where's my time machine? I don't got this one. But we are hitting new levels on this one. We are getting through some clear peaks. Anybody that is in this thing short, absolutely trapped. My one problem with this one is that they did have time to get out. So if they had to adjust positions, play around it where this gap might not be as bad for them, or at least the possibility of not being as bad. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this one. I think it would be fun to watch. It might be a little tricky to trade though. Um, unless this thing wants to come down for a full retest. So if this one wants to come into this 1546 zone, I can see a play on that one. Coinbase, yep. So Bitcoin finally started to recover a little bit. Let's go to Bitcoin, BTC, USD. See how that one's holding up this morning. So you've had a good little almost breakout. At least from this consolidation we did. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 days bullish. We are also right above that last previous little consolidation that we had. So somewhere in the 61 range. So we're currently sitting at 62,776. The I think this thing looks good to still continue. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have that much room though. 63,349. So if we get back up there, which we already did, we started to sell a little bit. I think the next dip gets bought. So we're well above that 200. We're into some moving averages. We just hit that last resistance. We'll see if this one wants to pull back a little bit into the $60,000 range again. So somewhere around 60K. I think there might be some buyers sitting down there saying, okay, there's the break. We got some kind of reversal and look for some kind of almost double bottom. But just kind of retracing the last 4 days would make sense. Coinbase was up pretty nicely. Coinbase, I'll actually put on number 2 on my list. Oracle I have is number 1. So we'll take a look at that too. But we got Coinbase. I do like this gap a lot. Again, some slight little resistance in here. Otherwise, this is a Harame. So little inside small candle, bottom third region of that. That is a reversal. You got a good, I was going to say double bottom, but it kind of looks like a nice little support right at that little trend line. So that's good. Again, I do like it bullish. Where's the volume coming in? Major volume right here. That's all taken out. We got pretty okay volume here. That's taken out. This one's taken out. So yeah, really good gap on coin. I'm just concerned that 231.31 gets held up, and then we got 234.80 would be the next target. After that, 238. So it's got a little bit of room on it. I do have it pretty high on my list. We'll watch that one. I would love to see some kind of sell-off pullback. I don't know how far I want this the sell-off on this one, even for a retracement, would get us down to 224.90. That's a that's a that's a big risk to the downside. So we would have to expect this thing to really break out of that resistance. Or we could just wait till it gets down closer to that 225 range. So we'll see if there's a little retest in that. Oracle I did have on my list just because I like the gap. So good looking gap. I think we're sitting all-time highs on this one, but we've put in a decent looking resistance over the last probably 2 weeks, 2, 3 weeks. This is also a retest gap, so again, I don't really want to go bullish out of the gate, but you got some volume on that red candle. That was a massive bearish engulfing candle. Pretty good close with VPOC closing higher than all the other ones, and now we do have this gap up. So on a probably have to again wait for a little bit of a maybe pullback. Tesla, I didn't really give my targets. We just kind of looked at it real quick, so we'll just get back to this one for Anna. But yeah, I don't know. I think this one ends up fading. I think out of the gate, this one probably continues to run up higher. So I don't want to short out of the gate. I mean, I really don't want to short Tesla right now with all the momentum in it, regardless. But for a day trade purpose, I don't mind trying. I think we have to get to this 261.78 would give me my best possibility. If I want to go long, so if Tesla drops out of the gate, I'm looking for first spot. I'm looking for somewhere around this 251.59 to go long. So to the short side, that would also be my targets. And then if I get to like 250, 250.16, I think that would be a great spot to look to buy. So right now, I don't think I can do anything. I'd rather go long than short, even after all this big push. It looks good. Now you got again. Elon is he came out on Twitter or X or whatever he wants to call it, fully backing Trump. DJT is moving. Everything DJT kind of related moving. So I think that's good positivity for Tesla, but we do still have that little resistance in there. So for me to buy it, I would either well, I would have to think to the long side. 262 is going to be my target out of the gate. So there's a quick move, $4 if you're quick. Otherwise, look for that pullback 250.45, something like that. Appy. Apple got that upgrade today to $300. I forgot who gave it to him though. Um, Apple annual sales in India. Was that today? I thought it was today. I click more news and it just all goes away. But I believe it was today they had an upgrade to $300. Apple iPhone growth is slowing. Brace for more pain. Until brace for more pain. But the target is $300. So I don't know. I don't know what to define as pain. Apple's annual sales in India have surged by. Where's Barron's coming from with this one? Until its AI boost, Apple's annual sales in India surged to by a third to 8 billion. So they're crushing it there. Yep, gap to all-time highs. I would probably look also for the fade on this one, to be honest. I don't. I mean, again, maybe it goes higher from here. I eventually I think it does go higher from here. So I wouldn't put that $300 target out to the wind, but for today, I'd want to see. For me to get in this one, I would want to see some kind of pullback. I think Nvidia, NVDA. Um, just chilling, just chilling. Kind of looks the chart itself kind of looks a little bit, at least the last few days look a little bit like Tesla. So everything's kind of moving there. Again, Qs were a little tougher. When we looked at the SPY and Qs, the Qs this does look like the Qs. Qs look like it has a little bit more to get to. So it'd be like, okay, we're breaking out. We got all-time highs again. So we have a few more resistance on this. The open right now, the pre-market is not bad. We're above Friday's VPOC. We're sitting pretty much at the one from Tuesday. Again, that was probably about the 50%, maybe that 618 is the high of Friday for Nvidia. So that was a good spot for some shorts to want to come in and just kind of pound this thing home. If we start to break, and then again, got some resistance from back here, 132, I think it's going to be a tougher trade. If it does want to go bullish and we get some kind of decent run on Nvidia, my targets would be about 134.39. SMCI strong. Yeah, that one I like. Oh. We're right into this resistance. It is a retest gap. That's a good move. The target on this one would take me to about I'll even go down a few dollars. So I'll go like 980. That gives us about a $40 move for targets. The drop on this one. So honestly, this is still like a 2 to 1. We still got like a 2 to 1 move on that. My stop would be somewhere around 920, but also that's where my support would be too. I'd much rather get in somewhere around 915. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one higher on the list. I want to see if this one we'll practice a little patience and see if we can get some kind of pullbacks. Oh, I'm on mute again. I'm on mute. I forgot. I forgot. Uh, yeah, so I don't know where I'm muted, but we do have inverted head and shoulders. I got a beautiful looking neckline right there. I think that's going to be a huge resistance today. So 363 on Home Depot. See if this one wants to pull back. Longer term, if we can get it back to 355 or even better, 352.71, I think that would be a much better attempt to get through that little neckline and then make a run for it. But again, CEO is a little bit more pro Trump. Not a little bit. He's definitely pro Trump. So that could get some extra bounce points today in today's market. We'll see. Let's see. Home Depot. There's a couple. Joe says you good. Real Virtual says I can't believe that one. Dan. I don't know. I'm lost on that. I'm lost on that comment. DJT put premium is heavy. Uh, yeah, premium on DJT calls or puts are going to be wild. So if you got shares, you have two options. One, you could either, well, three options, I guess. One, you could just do nothing and see how it all plays out and maybe make that crazy run. You could sell some calls against your positions if you don't mind just holding and try to lock in some gains, pull some money out of the market by selling calls against it, or just sell shares and whether it's half your position, locking gains, have a free position on it. And then if it does dip, great, buy more shares and kind of run it up like that. So there's a few options if you got some DJT. But yeah, Santilla, you have crazy volume coming in on all those contracts. Rightfully so. It's up 50% today. Not bad. Uh, how to trade volume, please. Depends on which volume. So, and we get into this tonight. By the way, we do have the kickoff, and I know some of you guys, both in YouTube and in this chat, you guys are already registered and signed up for the group. Go to reallifetrading.com. Scroll down a little bit. Um, but we'll go through it thoroughly in the class in terms of volume, how we trade it, how we look at it, both the VPOX, both the candle, the standard volume. We go through that very thoroughly, but that kicks off tonight. If you guys are interested in signing up for that course, I teach the course at night, and then Johnny does the next day where we kind of implement the live trades. So there's still time to get in if you'd like to. And that is a full month long course. So pretty pumped on that one. I'm liking it. But yeah, it just depends on what volume, and within 2 minutes, I don't think I could cover most of it. But otherwise, these little red lines are my VPOC indicators, which tells me volume per price. Reddit RDDT. That's a good gap too. See, we get a little tiny pullback on this one. But look for probably 75.13 to hold his. Let me add this one. Reddit. That one could continue. We've obviously have 3 wicks up there, so we have a little bit of obviously the bears came in at some point for whatever reason at that price. We will have to get through that one. Tesla pulling back a little bit pre-market. I'm getting a little red candle before the bell. But yeah, watch that $75, 75.13, see if that wants to hold as support. Otherwise, the next spot to look for 73.37. That was a great VPOC though. I think this one probably has the ability to go higher from here. That's why. So we got this wick up here. Mm-hmm. Kind of, kind of, kind of like it. It is an inside day though, so just watch that. Could be a small little resting day. Hood looks good. I'm still in on the swing today. Sometime during this live room, we'll probably be updating the official stops on this one, getting it up to somewhere in the 2150 range. But we'll take a look. Otherwise, this is still the trade I have on Hood. It's great open today. A little bit of a retest, maybe coming down into like 22.79. I'm looking for that to be some kind of support. And then next stop, I think, is $24. So Hood has some upside to it as well. But Carolyn, yeah, I'm looking forward to that mentorship too. That's gonna be fun. DJT Santilla's got 30 naked puts. You bought them? You're looking for that fade. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be buying the puts. They're expensive, but I don't know. Anyway, that is the morning opening bell. You guys are in YouTube land. Absolutely incredible. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button if you have not done so already. And I actually don't know how to disconnect from YouTube right now, so that's crazy. But let me see. Uh huh. I have no idea. YouTube, you guys might be hanging out with me today due to default. All right, let's get the new share on. Let's see what else is out there. YouTube, you guys get to chill since I don't know how to unchill. Hmm, okay. Sounds good. All right. DJT pulling back a little bit. Oracle's still hanging out. Oracle might have a little volume issue. Otherwise, I like that one long. AMD's pulling back. Let me get zoom over here. Joe says just stay on. It's looking like that. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, they moved everything around. Uh, okay, let's just run it up. That's fine. That's good. But you guys, that's gonna cost you some likes. So you guys gotta hit that like button. We'll stay on YouTube, but it's good. All right, we got Nvidia that's pulling back. Got a little high wave candle on that one. Let me see what else is pushing. Coinbase. Coin still looks good. PayPal, we can get off the screen. PayPal actually kind of looked a little good today too. I know, I'm a big PayPal guy. I get it. PYPL. So it always looks good. Doesn't look as good anymore. We'll take that off the screen. Coin. High wave candle. 230.51. That might be too high. 230.51. Stop on it would get us to 227.95. I think we said that we could get down to like 225 is preferred. Let me go back to that chart. So it says at the 100. It's got some room on it, and we are pretty much at that resistance. The big question is, can we break 231.28? If we can get there, I like it. Bitcoin had that little bit of resistance on it. I'm tempted, but DJT, that one's so far giving back some of the gains. Oracle might have a 10 EMA up here, 146.28. I want to go for a huge one on this one, but maybe a 1.2, 146.28, 145.41. Coinbase, I'm just waiting for a red candle and maybe just breaks out from here and goes, but kind of want to see a little red candle. SPY still doing okay. DJT is getting a mini little high wave, but after that selling, I just pause on any buying. If you got some puts, they're probably up, but probably not as much as expected. Oracle, maybe. My personal day trade ORCL. 146.28 by 145. 5.41. AVGO did split today as well. I didn't really see anything fun with it gap wise, but let's see. Copy 146.28. I'll wait for that candle to close. Um, yeah, just want to give this market a little bit. We also got the SPY kind of running into resistance here too. 146.28, 146.28. All right, I'll throw that one in Slack and we shall see. Yeah, Coinbase was good. Nice little breakout. That one we would have, even for 1.2, we need 233.58. But I could not get that kind of inside candle. Oracle, I got open. Nvidia's got another high wave candle. I just don't know if we have the same momentum. Tesla's got a nice little boost here as well. Um, Pre-market, we had that inverted hammer on SPY. So nice little spot for shorts to come in here. We also got good support down at 561.55. The neckline's sitting somewhere around 561.92. So would almost rather see. I want this candle to be red regardless. And then I could say, okay, cool, we got that breakout. That would get us that extra momentum. Otherwise, I'd almost rather see a dip back to that VWAP and then we take off if we're gonna stay bullish. I think GEO was moving today too. That had a nice little gap up. We get better risk reward. 146.02. Oh, did I not hit enter on this one? 146.02 by 145 points. Stop would be the same, 4-1. I'll give it Oracle a second. Hood is doing good. Yeah, Coinbase is ripping. So all good there. INTC, not bad. INTC had a decent week. Oh, so you got DJT on the other screen. Rumble, Hood. Yeah, nice move on Hood. Very good. Ah, that's a good high wave too. We could have played that one. I would have taken full advantage of it. I didn't see that 3 minute candle. If Nvidia could get a good close up here, probably somewhere in this 130, 50 range. This could be a nice little bear trap candle on it. Other than that, again, I think it's got a little tougher of a trade today. SMCI though had a good gap. Where was that at now? SMCI hanging out, but nice little pop. Okay. I almost want to change my they're going with it on the SPY. But GEO. Nice move. 10% day on GEO. Let's see if I get this in quick enough. Update to I can't. I'll give it another candle. If this candle stayed red for me, yeah, SPY is breaking. Since I've been not here for a week, where is the next spot? All-time high on SPY. SPY is we're not there yet. Close. We're right into the Friday VPOC though. So watch the SPY here. It's still not really. It's got to go a little bit more. Now you got from pre-market 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles in a row. Good spot to trap some potential bulls. Let's see if they do though, or if they want to just keep taking this thing higher. Tesla, nice move, 261. Mm. See if there's any other news out there today as well. Oh, good. We got Jerome Powell speaking today. That's good. 12:30 Eastern. I believe last week he was in just the hearings. Is it the same thing today? Let's see if I got filled on Oracle. Hmm. Nope, got skipped. Skipped. Yeah, you got skipped too. Yep. See if it comes. Oh, I just got filled now. Hold on, let me throw my stops in. Stop. Where did we say? 145.41. There we go. Where's that? That's cool. Expand out the screen a little. All right, so we got that stop and placement. Let me get this chart in Slack, ORCL. 3 minutes. We can avoid the inverted hammer here. We should be good. 145 points, no, 146.28. Bullish entry. It was not a bad close for us, so it's okay. This is our third green candle in a row, though. 145.41 is the stop. Target for right now, and then we'll just reanalyze it as it gets closer. But we'll see if we can make a quick 1.2 out of the gate. So 147 points. I'll go 3.3. I think that should be 1.2. Let's see. Yep, 1.2. Target. There's no resistance above us, obviously, it's because we're sitting at all-time highs. So if you guys want to go for more, I just don't know where that resistance comes in at. All right, paste on that. Looks good. AVGO is running a little bit. AVGO. Trying to, still inside that first candle. Med study says, does he do these lives every day? I do. I do it. We do it free on YouTube. Pre-market analysis, all that from 9 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. Eastern. All my times, by the way, is Eastern times. Uh, and then usually we have the regular chat for the members that we kind of switch over to. So you can join us every day for free if you want to be in the rooms with us live. We do it every single day that the market's open. We run this from for members 9 a.m. till 12 noon Eastern. So you can go to reallifetrading.com. I believe there's probably a link in the description. But I didn't actually make the YouTube page and put the description. Bearish engulfing candle coming in on SPY, so just be careful. I'm not sure what the news is. Let's see if we can find anything. I'm not seeing anything. Nope, just a rando pullback. I'm gonna get my stop up a little bit, take a little risk off the table just in case. So 145.48 new stop. 145.48 new stop on ORCL. So only a 7 penny stop movement. Change 145.48. I'm not seeing any news that would cause that drop. Not yet, anyway. Looks like a little rug pull, though. A little big dumpy. Oracle's still holding up, which is good. I just don't know why there's a big red candle there. That's a big one. Brian says very, yeah. Uh-huh. That would qualify as a rug pull. I also don't want to panic because I don't know why we get that yet. I don't see any news in. I mean, yeah, we have Jerome Powell at 12:30, so it's not him. I don't see any numbers that came out, so if anybody could find any reason for that dump, that would make life easier. But otherwise, I don't want to quite overreact. That looks pretty rough. I got nothing either. That's actually a good retrace spot on Tesla, though. That's a good pullback spot. It is following a bullish engulfing candle. There's probably going to be some puts or shorts at least sitting in somewhere around this 260 at this point. And just in case this entire market is going to reverse, but yeah, I don't see anything. DJT has been pretty much straight selling all day. So we're right around that $40 range. This is where we said probable buyers might be sitting somewhere around this zone. Otherwise, again, you're still overpaying. Obviously, it's just financial situation, not great. Oracle is sitting at the VPOC for right now. So we'll see if we can get this bounce. We really want to hold 145.78 on Oracle. We'll see if that gets some kind of a bounce here. We get another green candle after. We're probably going to move our stops up a little bit higher. If not, at least we took some risk off the table. For big red drop out of nowhere. SMCI at 915 interest area. Let me see that one. MCI. DJT trade should be bulletproof. Does that exist in the market? I don't know. I haven't seen too many bulletproof setups. Yeah, SMCI, this is a good spot for some bulls, 915. Let's see if we get interest again. I don't have any news as to why this drop is happening. There's nothing coming across the wire, nothing. So to me, it's just maybe a little shakeout, but we'll see. Coin's still going crazy, so that's good. AVGO's got a nice little bear trap to it. So if you're gonna go short, you probably gonna short underneath this candle. You just got triggered. Not bad. Bull's trying to fight on SPY, so okay. See how that candle wants to close. Even if we close down here, you do have that good, again, little potential bear trap. Shook some bulls out. Resistance is I mean, we got the 10 right there. We got VWAP above us. We have a little bit more resistance built in. Oracle is getting the bounce where we need it. So it's not everything is really falling apart the way the SPY wants you to think. But definitely into some iffy zones for sure. Let me just make sure I moved that in the broker. I think I did, right? 145.48. Yep. Okay. Okay. Hot dog. Delron, good morning to you. Mm-mm. Yeah, I think MSTR also split today. GEO chilling. That one's up a lot again. It was 10%, now 9.3. But as a potential 10 EMA setup, if you want to go short, I just don't know if I want to short the momentum. Tesla still looks good, so that one's getting bid up a little bit. AMD's got a hammer. It's really the first attempted bounce on AMD. Nothing too crazy there. Let me just run down the list. We got Oracle, which we're in. Now we're gonna get a little Harame. That's a big high wave indecision coming in on SPY. We got a bull trap in place. We got a bear trap in place. Oracle might come down and take us out. Let's see. We got like a 3 penny cushion. Yeah, I think I just got stopped. Let's see. All right, stopped on Oracle. Couldn't survive the little roller coaster of a red candle. Now, Tessie, what do we want to do with you? Yeah, no, that's a again, the problem that I have is I don't see where that came from. I don't have any news. I got some volume in the market today. It's definitely still summertime volume, so it's easier to push things around, but yeah, it's a little suspicious of a candle. Almost to the point where I feel like if I am going to go short here, which is probably the direction I should be going after that candle comes in, it almost feels like I'll just be getting trapped in the short direction. Let's check on the SPY though. Mm, SPY. Uh, the other, again, no news on that candle. What is interesting is where we rejected. That is right at Friday's VPOC. So that's really the only thing that I see the like, okay, that makes sense that we kind of flipped. Even right now, technically, oh, now it's down, but yeah, we got right into this 562.71 zone. We got a little bit higher than it, and then we flip. So to the downside, we do have a lot of room. That would take us to about 559.72. Probably a little bit of a bounce spot here, 561.42, but more off of probably a little psychological support. All right, let's see if there's any. With that risk to reward, I might be okay playing something to the short side. Mm, it's not going to be Oracle. The things that are up, like Tesla, crazy momentum. Let me see Tesla though, real quick. Even coin is starting to pull back a little bit. Mm, Tesla's into that resistance now. You got one more slightly above it, 264.78. I think if we get into that though, it could actually go crazy bullish. Coinbase is bouncing off VWAP. Not quite enough of a retracement to get in. Yeah, it's tough. DJT is still sitting around that support we talked about pre-market. Let me see if there's any other support on DJT. You're also actually bouncing off a few moving averages too. You got down to a good, yeah, you got down to a really good buy spot on DJT. But again, you're just playing momentum on this one. It's not a, wouldn't be a buy and hold. Spy, I mean, look at Spy. What a kangaroo. The second high wave candle. I like this location a lot. I don't really see the best setup in the world to give us good risk reward on DJT. Mm. We almost need one more little pullback. Unless this thing wants a V shape out of here. I'm be chilling. Tesla. What about GameStop? If there's any other tickers you guys see, let me know. Let me know if there's any other stocks of interest. But that is some sporadic moves in the SPY. And we're pretty essentially we're right back to where we opened. So after that big bull move, complete reversal to the bear side, we're flat actually for the day. DJT on a 15 minute. Let me see. It's like a retrace of the first candle. You have on a 15 minute, I got a good resistance somewhere around 41.02. If we get to that, we should, I think, easily get to the 42.24 range. And we start breaking that. I think the bigger resistance somewhere around 45.62. Oh, you're talking about that. Are you talking about that first opening, like the big monster green candle? Yeah, let me see. Watching coin. Yeah, coin had a nice little pullback. I think there's some buy the dippers on that one. Yeah, you're talking about this candle, right? Not the opening candle. All right, let's see. I don't know if there's a little wick down there. I don't think so. It's a little much if we start it there. The move actually probably starts from back here though. And that would take us right to that 618. So if we're doing it pretty gap, then yeah, this is a good bounce spot on DJT also, we were looking at that $40 range pre-market with some good volume support. So that's not bad. It's starting to pick up a little bit. I got my VWAP sitting about $44, 43.84. Yeah, it's not a bad spot. You're starting to get decent risk reward again. It's gonna be a storied stock. Tons and tons of bullish momentum, so it's not a bad attempt if you're trading it. Santilla says IWM is going higher. GEO's got some good consolidation. I feel like a 10% day on that one is cray cray though. IWM. Yeah, that's pushing. Did what if like First Solar do? Continue down. First Solar's got I mean, there's your drop, there's a little bounce. You're sitting there with some consolidation. If we could pick up from here, First Solar might get some buying. It is down 7.6%. Mm, good. That looks real good. I think we were looking on Hood for what, $23? Maybe it was 24. Hold on, let's see. What was the next resistance? Uh, no, a little bit more. We got 23.98, essentially $24. Might still have another 20 cents in it. Trump judge more Trump news just came out. Trump judge dismisses Florida classified document case. Judge finds special counsel appointments. So uh the Trump Florida classified document case has just been dismissed. That might be good for DJT too. SoFi pushing for earnings. Let's see, SoFi. Yeah, 717. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. What's those contracts? Um, Still down like 18% on those contracts. It's coming back. It's coming back. Good thing I have January 2026 contracts. I was like, nah, I like it, but I also like some more time on those ones. SMCI hammer. Kind of like that AVGO setup. Uh, SMCI. Just see if it's at an interesting location. I think it is. 915 is what we were looking at. I think if you get your stops, I don't know if it's gonna be too wide, but if you get your stops somewhere below 882, and you can find a good setup. We're still in a downtrend. We haven't really broken out of that. Not yet. Otherwise, good hammer, good volume. I prefer if it was a red hammer. It's not. Let's see. I don't hate it. We are in the zone that we were saying somewhere around 915, so somewhere around here would be an interesting buy spot. What I don't like is we haven't really broken the downtrend yet. We are still gonna have to face this 10 EMA. We're still gonna have to face this VWAP, and tech is a little tougher today. But if you're getting in somewhere around here, let's just call it 915, so 915. I'd want to have my stops at least at 882. I'll call that 880. So that's 20, it's about a $35 stop. So to make 2 Rs on that setup, I need about $70 northbound. So we got to get back. We got to make new highs of the day for 2 Rs. So I would give it a little time. I'll give it a little time. So you get a little bit lower entry, make that setup a little tighter. For me personally. Mm. Unless this thing, the only other way I'd play this one is if there's a downtrend. Again, we haven't quite broken out yet. We're trying to. That's a good looking hammer, but I'd almost want to see us break here first, get that pullback into it, and then we start to bounce again. If we could do that, then I get my stops instead of 880. I could probably get it like a $900 stop. Now I got about $15 of risk. I need about $30 to the high side. We could do that easily today if we get some bullish momentum. AVGO, I like this good double bottom, so we got the good support down here. I got this VWAP going to cause a little bit of issue, but that's a good high wave candle too. Wish it had a little more volume on it. Now SPY breaking northbound, so okay. They are manipulation. Manipulation in this market. I like it. That's fun. Uh, real virtual demand. What are you trading today? JP can can spoil the party. Does he want to though? I don't know. Like it's also still an election year where usually the markets are pretty positive on election years. He's gonna be up for it's not a re-election, but he's appointed. But I think his term, so he's regardless of who the president is, whether it's Biden or Trump, I think he's got about 6 months with him. And then I think he has the choice to choose if he wants to keep his position or give it up. So I don't know, but he was appointed by Trump. He was Trump's pick. So I don't know. I don't know that he wants to come out and just bring down the markets drastically prior to election and then kind of his renewal term. PGR. Yeah, I want to see PFE too. Progressive insurance. Based on the chart for today, it looks like aggressive insurance. That looks like it's good. I would be a little concerned with somewhere around the 217.60 zone. You have two wicks up there. Otherwise, we're above all other VPOCs. This is also the third bullish day in a row. Nice little breakout. Probably has some continuation. As a swing trade, I couldn't take it here. I'd have to get some kind of a pullback. Um, but now the next kind of support on this one should be about 216.46. Let's see where this thing is at. 216.46. Yep, somewhere right around here. So even on this pullback, I would expect maybe a little lower. 216.20. Decent attempt, but those wicks are a little scary. After 3 bull days, I don't know if the bull's gonna have enough to get through it. Otherwise, looks good. I think it definitely has some good upside. It's been consolidating for a good portion of its life. It looks like on the daily chart. So if it's going to stay inside this channel, this is absolutely a horrible spot to buy it because you're buying it at the highs. If we could break this little consolidation, which I think it is, it's probably got some more upside to it. PFE we want to look at. PFE. A little all over the place. $29. That's good. Looks a little similar-ish to AVGO. All right, we're approaching back to almost the highs of the day where we just got clapped for no reason whatsoever. See if the Bulls have enough to take it through on the spot on this one. Um, SoFi keep going. I think we got 740 on SoFi. 740, 750, somewhere in there should be probably the next resistance. PayPal, double bottom. I'm looking at the trying to figure out how to stop the live stream. I don't know. I'm gonna let it ride either way, but I just need to know how to do that in the future. Otherwise, they're gonna yell at me. And then I'm gonna cry a lot. It's gonna be the whole thing. Spy trying again, get to 562.71. Amazon new high of the day. AMZN. That one, uh yeah, I have some shares. I picked up some positions of Amazon. I'm still holding it because I think we break through that 200 AMZN. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't use Zoom at all for the week I was away. Yeah, Amazon's just kind of hanging out for right now. But we had such a good push. I think we have Bezos. Jeff Bezos is selling shares, so I think he's got to get out. Like I forget what the number was, like $43 billion or something. Whatever he's trying to take out, but he's actively selling some shares. I think right around that $200 range seems to be the Jeff Bezos price. But it was looking so good. We got this breakdown. So for today, I think we're just still hanging out. I got a little resistance on this one, probably about 195.43. So we'll see. We came down to the support, interesting level. You could ignore all those lines. They mean nothing. I'm not even sure why they're there. Uh. Yeah. So when I signed on to Zoom today, they did do the update. I was able to get onto YouTube. I just don't know how to get off of YouTube. But Centilla says, "Don't stop. We're having fun." If they yell at you, yeah, I mean, Santilla says she's gonna have a talk with Jeremy for me, so that's good. That's good. As long as I got Santilla protection. In fact, I'd rather be paying my insurance premiums to Santilla rather than Progressive. I feel like Santilla knows how to use a baseball bat just in case. Progressive won't do that. There's some legality issues, so I don't know. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, 95.14. Yep. And AVGO again, interesting spot where I mean, we're still inside that opening candle on it. Um, Post splits have been pretty good for a lot of stocks, but I could see some shorts wanting to come in here. And then even if we get a bullish breakout, 172 is the next little resistance on it. Mm. Meta. Tesla's still going. IWM is going. Meta, nice little breakout on that one. Netflix, I think, was a little rough this morning. At least pre-market, that one full recovery. I believe they have earnings coming out soon. AMD just chilling. DJT. Let's see. Somewhere around that 45 is going to be a big resistance on it. And I think that pre-market chart also said that as well. Tessie's still going. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay. PayPal. Double bottom on PayPal. Again, pre-market looked good, and then as soon as it opens, not as fantastic. Hold on one second, guys. Kids are going crazy. Lots of crying today. I don't know why. Lots of crying. Almost like they took an Oracle trade. Tesla, new highs, PayPal. I'll just see that one. That's what I was about to look at. Some of the Chinese stocks names were down this morning as well. Uh, $60.55. Lou says they still wish they were on vacation. Yeah. Yeah, I think they probably do. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do too. Kind of do too. The splash zone. They like the splash zone, but I could not get them up there until I think it was the last day of the cruise. They're like, no, yeah, we don't want to go. I'm like, let's go check it out. No, no, we don't want to go. And then they didn't want to like change into the bathing suit so when they first went to go look. And then as soon as they went and saw what it was, they're like, okay, yeah, let's put our bathing suits on. So then I had to go all the way back to the room, change them, and then I didn't want to leave so I was like, "What's your favorite part?" They're like, "The splash pad." I'm like, we could have went there the first day. You would have had 6 days of that. You guys are crazy. Uh, Not in anything yet, and think Tesla could pop again. Yep. I mean, AMD has a mini inverted head and shoulders. I would suppose the market's still kind of hanging out. We are leaning a little bit more bullish. I don't know again where I couldn't find anything for that random drop. Not really sure on that one. But we're pretty much in that last spot where if we want to throw a double top in again, I think we are a little bit more bullish than bearish though. I don't know. DJT is gonna have to fight with that VWAP. What about MU? It's a good double bottom on PayPal, so I kind of want to keep that up there. I think that one can break. Mm, Micron's just flat. ARM is down. ARM, yeah, that one's starting to drop. Unless this one wants to turn into a bear trap. ARM. To the downside, you're gonna have a little support probably coming in. Looks like right around 179.15. Might be just a hangout day on that one. I saw a pre-market Oxy was up a little bit. Nice little hammer today. You're still below the 200 on the daily for Oxy, but it is positive, 48 cents. Really good breakout day. Good breakout day right into that little resistance though. So I don't know. It's a lot of consolidation. I think our target looks good at 26.13. Just taking forever to get there. Mm-mm-mm. Joby, Joby. Not doing too much. It is up 2.27. Oh boy, ALB has got to be down today. Got to be. Not as bad as the other ones though, so that's not bad. 2.8%. It's a mini pullback for Hood for day trade purpose. I don't know if that's good risk to reward. I don't think so. Mm. 4:35 Eastern, Mary Daily Talks. She's Fed. Caterpillar's up $9. ALB is actually kind of coming back a little bit. Caterpillar, yep, almost about a $9 move. Let's see that one on the daily. CAT. It's a good breakout day on Caterpillar on the watch. 1, 2, 3, 4 green days in a row. The low end of that move was I'll call it 332 to 344. So it's about a $20 move on Caterpillar in 4 days. That's a little tough. Neo's down, Rivian. Small inside down. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Rivian last week, but it was every time I looked, it just kept going. DraftKings also look good out of the gate today. That one is actually holding up decent. DKNG, 3%. I think $40 is a good psychological whole number. Otherwise, DraftKings has some room. We got a couple moving averages on a daily chart. The highest one is like, I don't know, 39.76 for right now. I don't really have a real VPOC on that one until $40.37. So that would take us right above. I just don't think we hit that today. I've seen crazier things. AMD looks sneaky down here. Let me see the lines on AMD. We're at good support. SMCI. Yeah, we should keep a look at that one too. All right. Now let's redraw some lines. Let's use an actual line this time instead of my zoom pen. We broke the downtrend. There's our double bottom. We could probably get 900 as a stop. Let's go a little lower, I guess. 899.50. Question is, where do I want to come in on this one? Aggressively right here. 912. A little less aggressively, somewhere around 918.87. Could work. $918.87 by 899.50. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 918.87 entry by 899.50. I like it. I'm gonna take it. I would love to get my entries down a little bit lower and then get my stops down a little bit too. But for right now, I'll throw those out there in case it gets some kind of a pop. AMD is starting to wake up. Hmm. SMCI. That might be a good red candle for us. Mm, Not gonna want to close that way. All right, so we got 918.87, 918.87. Keep in mind, YouTube, this is a disclaimer. Just because I'm taking something doesn't mean it's going to work. Make sure you guys have the proper risk to reward. If you guys are unfamiliar with the R system, like we risk the same dollar amount for each individual for trades based on whatever your account size is. So we do have free education on real life trading. So if you have not done so, just don't jump into a trade. Make sure you guys go through that, understand how to properly take risk in the markets. But I do have my trade set up for 918.87 with a stop of 899.50 on SMCI. We'll see if we get past that previous little pivot and then targets. We didn't lose an R on the first Oracle trade. We lost slightly under. I'll call it an R though. So 942.11 or 942.12 is a 1.2. What is a 1.4 on this one? 145.99. Okay, I'll try to go for the 1.2. Either way, I got to get above that VWAP. Oh, they got me a little bit better of an entry over there. But if I take it here, we're right into that 10. So I'll leave that order how it is. Oracle starting to get a little volume. SPY is just again just running into that resistance at the last spot we just fell apart at. Centilla says, why is Hood up? Hood is going to be, it's the same reason Coin's up. It's just essentially Bitcoin at this point. So they got it. Well, a few reasons. Let's go here. So I got Hood. So we had Bitcoin make a decent run over the weekend. So Bitcoin's looking good. Hood's just been kind of trapped in this long consolidation. I don't even know what day we got in on this one for a swing trade, but probably back here somewhere. Maybe either this day or this day. No, we sat through this candle. So we probably got through it on this day for an official swing. We got a little scary there. We held up. Good candle. We got a stop up on that one. But we've been sitting through this consolidation. I think we just needed some kind of like fire to get a breakout either way from this consolidation. And then with Bitcoin running up, that was a good breakout of all that consolidation. We got, again, we're leaning on the Bitcoin news on this one, but then we have the follow through. I think a lot of this follow through is coming from just all these days of just straight consolidation. So the next big target on this one, I got 23.98, so essentially 24. I think we have the ability. It's not going to be easy, but I think we have the ability to get through that one with all that consolidation we put in. If I'm going back to kind of the volume zones, I don't really have much holding us back on this one. I think the next target I have is like our target is 26, but I think we have like potentially 36, $10 higher. BA BA on SMCI is kind of wide. Oh, bid ask, got you. Mm, yeah, I got the order out there. It's going to be just because it's a $913 stock. Each candle moves $5, so gets a little crazy. DJT trying to put in a little potential S curve, maybe northbound. We'll see. We still got that VWAP we got to deal with. PayPal just dropped into VWAP, getting a little hammer down there. Coinbase starting to push. What if we go a little bit? So the stop would be the same. 899.50. I'm seeing if we can get a little more aggressive on SMCI with that wick. 916. If I go like 916.70. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Update to SMCI. 916.70 by 899.50. Throw that in Slack. Paste. Um, so update price 916.70 by 899.50. Hmm. So they came in, they rejected the 10 the first time. If we could get a break, 916 right above that candle, that should at least take us to that VWAP, which is about 930. But we'll need 937.34 for 1.2. I think if we could break out of here, we should be looking at something like this. Come back, get the retest, and then maybe this happens. SPY broke out though, so we are running on SPY. Yeah, that first candle, I was like, I don't know. Not the first candle, but that first drop candle. I don't know if I trust that. Now you have a 10 EMA on Oracle if you like it. Meta's up now. Yeah, Meta's doing good. Good breakout there. What about Nvidia? Looks a little like AMD. Also kind of looks a little like SMCI. So we'll see if there's any love on the chips today. Any buy those dippers? Amazon heading northbound. Are we at the? I think we're still at that previous VPOC though. Let's see. No, slightly above it. That's good. Providing there's no inverted hammers up here. The next immediate target will probably take us to the highs of Friday, which would be 196.45. Otherwise, I don't really have a real next resistance till about 197.27. So not bad. What about Shopify today? Shop might be an interesting look for a swing trade if this little hammer holds up on today's daily chart. Let's get these lines sorted out on SMCI for Slack. $916.70. Literally 1.2 for now. That would be 937.34. And we might be able to squeeze an extra 0.2 out of it. We might be able to go for the 1.4. Let's see what that looks like with the new setup. So that would be 940.78. Yeah, let's do that. 940.78. Not filled yet, not triggered. Yeah, spy good pop. We still got so I got the 5 minute chart up here, which looks like we still got it. Not bad. We got 5 seconds left, so it looks like it is trying to hold. Unless we got a crazy 5 seconds. You also got one, two, three, four, four green candles in a row. Interesting. Coins still doing this thing. Amazon continuing. Mara. Yeah, we didn't look at Mara today. I would imagine that's having a good day. Nice little pop now coming in on Mara. Good volume coming in on it too. It's breaking out. Um, BZFD. See if there's anything else kind of moving. Otherwise, we're just waiting. Oracle, I like this too. I liked it bullish before. It gave us that one extra dip. Let me just see Oracle again on the daily. Oracle. Up from here should be about 50 cents. The daily chart. We came in, we did do a full retest. We didn't quite get to the VPOX. That would be 144.42. SPY is going crazy though. Did SPY get all-time highs? We there yet? Otherwise, you guys had all the fun last week. They don't do it anymore. When I get back, I'll be kind of sad. We are above Friday's VPOC, looking good. The only thing that's really holding us back is the high of Friday, which is all-time highs. So the all-time high print. Market is still looking bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Hmm. What is 2 hours on our trade? What is the hold on, how do I make my screen brighter? There we go. All right. 2 hours is 9:51:10. Out of curiosity, what is three? 9:68:30. No. I'm gonna say no to the three. The two might be possible. Just because for three we need new highs of the day. Otherwise we got 9:51:10. I could see us getting two. But again, we gotta get triggered first. I don't think that move got me in. No, not yet. Yeah, Baba down 1.6%. Cracker Barrels up 1.3. DJT just had a little pullback. GEO still hanging around almost 10%. PLTR having a really good day, up 3%. So that one continues. PayPal's up 20 cents. Rivian down 34 cents. SoFi, 4.5%. Only down 16% on those options. Not bad. Okay. We shall see. PLTR is 29. PLTR, yeah, just hit $29. Okay. It's a lot of consolidating on AMD. But chips don't really have the momentum today. Kind of makes me a little worried about this SMCI. But then again, the entire market is moving. Well, Qs. Yeah, Qs too. What a world. The chips are lagging. What about Nike? They're down. Lulu, Probably down. Yep, down slightly. PFE gave a bunch back. Google. Good move on Google. 1.45 AAPL. 1.88. Q still going. The other thing with SMCI is there, like Lou said, there's a oh Lucian said kind of spready, so there's also a good shot that I get skipped on this trade if it does want to break. Chance I'm willing to take though. Hmm. Rumble up 3%. Baba down buck 36. Rig. Oxy holding a 36-cent gain, not bad. Amazon starting to get a little red candle in. DJT did not quite make it to the VWAP. Kind of looks like a little head and shoulders. Got to look for support somewhere around 38.90. Let's see, what is the premium on this one? Hey, you guys are pretty crazy premium. Another hammer on SMCI. I'm gonna keep that trade open. Not canceling that one. It's either it's gonna plummet down to this 900, which we cancel, or we break out. Either way, we got good consolidation on it. So whichever way it wants to go, take it. Crocs. Good double bottom. CROX. Is that bouncing off the, yep, so bouncing off the 100 on a daily. Not at all-time highs. Retail's been a little tough. Nike, Lululemon, even Starbucks. A lot of retail has been getting killed. This is also about the 50% retracement from that last decent pop. So not a bad spot. Might have for a day trade purpose, I think we should be spready about 20 cents spread, so not horrible. Not horrible. You got that double top. I would probably be looking for, I think the first resistance, 137.94. If we get through that, you're going to take it to probably about 138.83. So if you can make those numbers work, the daily still looks a little bit weak though. The only saving grace right now is that 100. If you're trying to look for maybe a swing. Um, Coinbase going, probably Hood is going too, I'm assuming. A little candle. Yeah, we got right at that $24 zone. So that's gonna be an important candle. If we can start breaking out of it, we might have some more follow through today on Hood. We are up 7% though. Coinbase chilling. Garmin had a nice little breakout last few days. GRMN, Bros chilling. Costco doing this thing. 3M, SoFi. Mm, Square's up 3.6. That's not bad. What's Square look like? That was a pretty decent high wave candle. Did have a little bear trap on this one. A follow up. Got slightly under GE. What about WBD? WBT. Still kind of hanging out. AMD getting a pop. So is SMCI. I don't think I'm filled yet. Nope. No fill yet. AMD still has a little bit of resistance to get through, but otherwise, that's a good candle. Did I get filled? All right. I am in on SMCI. I'll get my stops out. 899.50. And I forget where we said we were going to. Let me see. SMCI. 940.78. To give ourselves a little extra cushion on this one, so we should be able to get our stops up. Worst case, I think lose less than an hour unless this candle just absolutely reverses on us. Other than that happening, I think we could at least get to that VWAP. That's going to be a key little resistance we got to figure out. Q still going. SPY still going. Coinbase still going. Tesla's hanging out. Tesla's doing his thing. Hmm. FFIE's up 18%. PLTR. PLTR broke 29, so that's still good. Is anybody else in SMCI with me? Did anybody else get filled? Tim is in, Jason's in. Okay. Cindy is in as well. Yes, SMCI is your baby. I'm pretty sure you trade that one all the time. Albert's in. I'd actually be real terrified if Sydney wasn't in. I'd be like, what is she seeing that I'm not seeing? Yeah, there you go. You were in before me. That makes more sense. It's almost like the world is complete now. Usually I get all grumpy. I'm like, oh man, everybody got better prices than me. No, this time I'm like, I get it. That makes sense. Again, we'll see what happens on VWAP. DJT, it's trying again. We'll see. Uh Again, this kind of looks a little head and shoulder-ish on the Trumpster. Got left. There's the head. There's the right. This should be the necklines. We're very close to it now, into that resistance. So see if this one starts to fade. I'd be a little concerned to the bear side. But if we can start breaking above that pivot, even if we're getting into this VWAP, at least that formation of the head and shoulders is off the table. But right around here is maybe even a little, maybe a little higher. 41.54 is probably where that resistance comes in. I'm gonna get stops up to 960. 900.60. New stop on SMCI. Get that change in the broker. $900.60. New stop. All right. XOM. That one's pushing. Palantir is at 29.18. Sydney says I can't get my head wrapped around the AVGO right now with the split. The $2.40 move would have been like $20 move, so I have to adjust my thinking. It's just gonna change everything else. I mean, percent wise, yeah, that's gonna change. The only obvious thing is you're just taking a bigger position size to hit the same kind of numbers you were before. Palantir going cray cray. Exxon Mobil, that one's a nice little breakout. Is Oxy doing the same? Trying to up 63. XOM is a little bit better today, 1.5 versus a 1.03 on Oxy. Is that all-time highs on SPY? I think we did it. I think we got their team. Let's see. 563.67. Yep, we got it by 3 pennies. All-time highs. Oh, once again, run it up. Apple still consolidating. Iron AMD too. Centel says fix. I don't know what fix means. SPY at 563.67, making a double top. Breaks going higher. Yeah, it looks like it's going higher. But again, this is still intraday. We've seen the wicks come in We'll see how it closes, but for right now, we are hitting all-time highs. So Bulls were able to get the momentum to take it up to new levels, providing no more black swans in the market. Apple's crossing VWAP now. So that one's starting to pick up for you, Santilla. That's good. AVGO. All your positions, well, not all, but the three you told me, Santilla, AMD, SMCI, and Apple. The good news and bad news. Bad news is there's no momentum across the board, any of those right now. That's the bad news. The good news, they could all be laggers, and if they do want to pick up, they're all going to pick up at the same time. AMD looks like the best breakout so far, although the SMCI is not bad. And then, like we said, Apple's crossing that VWAP. So there's a little hopium. None of them are the storage stocks though today. Uh. Yeah, and then don't we have the just speaking of the DJT stock, obviously we have the assassination attempt, which is why it's up a lot today. But then don't we have the RNC like today, tomorrow, and Wednesday? Isn't it like a 3-day conference that starts today? Um, my guess is it's still Thursday. Let me see. NC convention. Yeah, 15th to the 18th. What's today? Yeah, I don't even know what month it is anymore. The cruise, I didn't know before, but now the cruise really messed me up. So it's the 15th. Yeah. July 15th. Yeah, it's the 18th. So I'm guessing Trump isn't out there every day. So I'm guessing it's probably what a lot of Republican people speaking ahead of it, and then Trump comes out on the last day. Is that is that how that works? JD Vance is the VP? Is that official? He's the guy from isn't he from like Ohio or something? Yeah, Ohio. Yep. Mm, not your guess. A couple different folks in the mix. Yeah, there was a decent size. It was like a short list, but decent size list. But yeah, whenever that announcement comes out, whoever the VP is, I think that's the next kind of move. I think, and then I don't even. I mean, obviously Trump would be the presumed nominee, especially at this point. So I don't think like that's going to be a surprise. But so I don't know how DJT will react off of like Trump officially becoming nominee. But yeah, it depends on who the VP is. That could be the next kind of move, but there should be, I would assume, some hype on DJT around the convention. Mm, there you go. There's SPY taking off. Now we clearly have new highs. Oracle does look good. Who said that one? Tim. We got the VWAP in the way. That daily chart, the daily gap looked good. I still like it bullish. I wouldn't mind trying that. You also have a little bit of, so just something else to look at. The VWAP obviously will be some type of resistance, but you got another little bear trap down here. It hasn't really held, obviously, anything. It's just been kind of trending down, retracing is a retest gap today. We've done that, but this is a little bit of a potential bear trap. You also have a Harame here, so breakdown candle stayed kind of lower range. Really, this candle breakout should be your entry. So if you want to use that 10, I like it. But then we'll have to see if we get that momentum. The daily chart looked real good though. I liked it a lot. JD Vance. What's the Why does it sound like the refrigerator guy from The Office? What's his name? Bob Vance. Vance Refrigeration. That's what I keep thinking of. He wanted the largest balloon drop ever to open the convention. Is it going on now? What time does it start today? What time does convention? Yeah, I don't think he speaks today at all. Oh, she create an account for free or pay $4. I choose to do neither. Let's see if I can find another one. 1:45 Eastern, I'm guessing. Let's see if I can find the schedule. RNC convention 2024 schedule. According to the little countdown thing on this, what is this? GOP Convention 2024 website? Looks like it started already. The countdown is already at 0. Master calendar. Let's see if there's anything. Why do I gotta make it so small? Oh yeah. Well, they're saying Sunday. They're doing like welcome parties. Or and then Monday, yeah, so 8 a.m. Timber Lodge Resort, the Maple Ballroom. That one's closed to the press. 8 a.m. Looks like there's parts of it going on. I don't know if that's, but I can only see. This is the worst. I don't know who designed this website. It was horrible. Oh, I gotta move it like this. This is the worst looking schedule. I don't know how they for like just give me a PDF. Delegation luncheon. Yeah, how do I get into that? CSP1 starts coverage 1:45. What's at 1:45? Let's see. Oh, yeah, everything else looks like lunchtime and blowing up the balloon committee or whatever. Uh, so 1 o'clock. They're saying 12:45 to 4:45 is the official session ones. Again, I don't know who's speaking or what that is. Um, Delegate experience. They have the lawyers reception at 2024 RNC convention. Yeah, I don't know what any of this means. But it seems like wherever they have I don't even know what this is. Let me share this. Maybe you guys can make any sense out of this. But it seems like the official session, so you're saying they start coverage at 1:45, 12:45 to 4:45 is official session. So yeah, I don't know what that is. There's a lot of drinking going on during this. Drink Wisconsinably. I see what they did there. So the responsibility, that's good. That's good play on words. So you grab a drink there if you like. 2 to 5:30 inner USSR, USSR, USSSS security perimeter. Convention Fest official delegates experience. I don't know what this means. We got another drinking event. This is unless this is still today. But then right after this official session number two, you go right into the red, white, and blue bar. Got a little jamboree at RNC featuring DJ Milk and Cooks. So I hope that's televised. That sounds like a day. Yeah, but they don't say who's speaking on any of these events, which is really what I just want to see. Yeah, then I gotta zoom in. Ooh, defend, protect a critical role security. Yada yada yada. Harley Davidson Museum. Barbecue bikes. It sounds like a great time. I must say, they got some BBQs going on. There's a lot of drinking sessions. I quite honestly, whoever's speaking, I think those rooms are going to be empty because everyone's at the bar. Yeah, I don't know. No idea. Tell them lawyer session is about 200 yards out past. Yeah, but those waves at the beach. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're all. It sounds like it's just one big like barbecue I would throw with friends. That's what it sounds like. Trump is speaking at the Bitcoin conference later this month in Nashville. Hmm. I think Trump would be a little bit more pro Bitcoin. I think he's come out and said that. Uh, I think he's a little bit more pro digital currency. So maybe the markets move good to that. We're just waiting on SMCI, so that one's still just hanging out. I think we're up. Yep, up a little bit. GLD. That's moving. Hood. Slight little pullback. I want to be opposed to getting some hood calls too, just in case. There you go, SMCI. Go a little more. You can do it. If you missed that first 10 EMA on Oracle and you liked it, it's giving you another opportunity here. Hood is pulling back a little bit. Hood's at the VWAP at the moment. Tesla chilling. Peloton's moving. PTON. Peloton with a weird little breakout. Lots of bag holders on that one. 5.6%. PLTR. So the high day on that was 29.30. Is SoFi still going? Yep, SoFi's up almost the same as Peloton. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, Tucker's gonna be at the RNC. Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine he would be there. Does he have like a speaking platform? Palantir looking good. DJT chilling. GEO kind of still range bound. No times. Where do you get that list of speakers from? Let's see. List of speakers. You got Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Laura Trump, Kimberly, I don't know how to say her last name, Guilfoyle, Trump's soon-to-be daughter-in-law. Oh, to Donald Trump Jr. It's Donald Trump Jr.'s fiance. You got RNC chairman, COA chairman, Anne Hathaway. Coincidence on the name. Hosts, committee chairs. Nikki Haley is expected to speak. Jim Scott, Ted Cruz. Yeah, yeah. Tucker Carlson. There's a Chris Jansen. Is he related to me? I got Dana White is speaking. Vivek is speaking. Charlie Kirk is speaking. Alina Habba. That's Trump's lawyer, I think. Okay, we'll see. All right, SMCI. Can we get a break? Are you guys in anything at the moment currently? Oracle's trying to break out again, so we'll see if that can get any further movement. Ruben, you're into sideways stocks as well. Okay. Yeah, the DJT. I wonder how DJT is going to do overnight. That opened up on, I think, the Robinhood platform with like a limit up, and then obviously just kind of kept going. Could we get our stops up a little more? I'm going to move stops a little bit more. 902.25. 902.25. New stop on SMCI. Get a little more risk off the table. No, not Vanna White. Yeah, I don't know how she got that job, but she's been milking that job for a while. And that might be the greatest job in the history of. And now, like I haven't watched Wheel of Fortune in forever, except for like that last final episode. Um, I didn't even realize they switched it over to like a digital board, so she doesn't even turn the letters. She just taps them. And I'm pretty sure her tapping does nothing. I think there's a tech guy in the back that as soon as like her hand looks like it's about to touch it, he just hits the button and it switches. But everyone's concerned about like AI taking their jobs. No, she's good. Tech Technology, although there is a better way, you do not have to spin letters anymore. She's still hanging in there going, oh, milk this one. She's got to be getting up there in age too. How old is she? Vanna White age. She's 67. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that is a labor labor intensive job. So lot of back breaking work. I don't know how you train for that. You got to hit the gym, just do arm curls all day. Got to get the shoulder muscle in place, I guess, to make sure your arm can stay up long enough to touch the letters. But good for her. Good for her. Yeah, I think Pat Sajak's daughter is she I don't know if she was taking over the show, but I think Pat Sajak was kind of setting her up. She does like the online games, online Wheel of Fortune. So he's like, I'm gonna get you in this job. I can do it. It's pretty easy. Uh, AMD. That one's starting to break. SMCI is creeping up, but man, it's taking some time. Where did we get in this? 91670. Our original setup would have been 91887. So either way, we would be in this thing. I'm glad we moved that entry down. Oh yeah. I think Ryan Seacrest is taking over because the two biggest threats I think to our labor market is probably AI and Ryan Seacrest. I think those are the two biggest ones. Like if there's an open job anywhere that's in front of a TV camera, is Ryan Seacrest is he's gonna be taking that job. Leave some work for somebody else. I think he's a good host, but he took over for Dick Clark. He took over for Regis. Now he's taking Pat Sajak. Oh no. If he takes Wayne Brady's job, I'm done. That's it. It's over. I don't know who his manager is, but he's doing an incredible job. Spy, new highs of the day against 564.72. ETH. Yeah, Ethereum's at a little bit of resistance. MSTR. Oracle back at the 10. I don't understand what's so hard about getting a $40 breakout on SMCI. The other thing I want to consider is where the 50 and the 618 is. Yeah, we're only at the 30. We even to get to the 50, that's 932.36. Where's our target at? 937.34 for 1.2. And then the 618. So the 1.4 is what we're going for. That's 940.78. We'd have to get above the 618 for that. We'll see. Oracle, a little bit of red candle. My goodness. AMD is at least picking up. Santilla, you got some of that. That's good. And then we're still positive on SMCI, but we got some ways to go. And with this retest gap, I'd also keep SMCI on the list for tomorrow too. Just retest today and then tomorrow do something crazy. Hmm. What about Meta? Palantir's trying again. It's trying to get some legs. DJT starting to drop. See if that candle holds. That would be a little scary. I don't know if we made a new high of that pivot. No, that's double top there. You got some volume starting to come in on DJT. Interesting looking hammer. That could be a. We'll see where it closes. Could be a bear trap. 'Palantir looks strong still. See if Palantir could avoid a double top. It looks like it can. And that's an interesting DJT hammer. I might have to play this one as official. 40.88. See where it closes. 37.90. 37.90. Copy, paste. This would be one I'm going for three. Just because it's got some wild potential. 40.88. All right, let's see if that breaks that hammer. Yeah, 3 R's on that trade would take me to, let's see, uh 49.82. Yep, I'm gonna try for three. We got RNC convention going on. We obviously have bullish momentum in the stock. We got sideways chop for all day. It is a very volatile situation on DJT. And if we get momentum to break out of this and continue, then I'm going to try to hold it. Rock says, did someone say DJT? Rock comes in at the weirdest times I've noticed. Just the strangest, like kind of like the boogeyman where you just say something in front of the mirror 3 times and then Rock shows up. What's going on, Rock? I missed you, buddy. Let's see what else we got. What time is it? 11:30. My people in YouTube land, you guys are pretty quiet right now. I don't like that. I don't like that, especially if you do not hit that like or subscribe button. Mm. Oracle still dropping. That cannot get any legs. SMCI did pull back a little bit. And let's see if we get triggered in on DJT. AMD's pulling back. Spy's also pulling back. So another just random. I don't think we have any news. Let me see. There's another rando candle. Just a little rug pull. No news. We were pretty far extended from VWAP. That's about it. But to me, this looks like this wave is probably a three without really any pullbacks. Maybe this is a 1, 2. I think there will be one more, at least buying opportunity on this dip. Mm. This should be wave 4. Tesla's looking interesting. So obviously that one's been just bullish pretty much all day. We've been consolidating. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be a 5 with some ABC in there. We're right at the VWAP. Stops probably would be 258. Still about a $3 stop. We also have to go for 3 R's on DJT because I'm not getting any excitement at all from SMCI. I'm just bored out of my mind. It has not done anything. But if you missed the first time, it did pull back, gave you a spot to get in pretty much at our entry. What was the low of this? I think we were actually back down for a second. Yeah, we're down slightly. Now we're back up. Mm-mm. Roblox is moving a little. RBLX. Yeah, I got a random volume candle. Good breakout there. Mm. And we'll see if DJT wants to break down or not. So we'll either cancel or be in it for the moon. I would like to get our SMCI stops up higher, but I'd be looking at like, I don't know, 910. That's easy trap and go. And again, we did not, I mean, this is a lot wider than that first opening range candle, but we saw the same thing happen over here, but no news. Bulls kind of rallied everything back. SMCI candle getting a little bit bigger. Let's see, where do we get our stops on that one? 902.25. Put that on my chart. DJT chilling. SPY not quite at VWAP yet. Could be a little more downward pressure. Coinbase got a 10 EMA to the bear side potentially. Oracle with the breakdown. Not gonna touch that one. MU. Ruben says you're gonna jump out of SMCI before noon. No, I'm not. I'm gonna play it all the way through. The DJT I might cancel before noon. Then again, we got the RNC starting, at least the live coverage. You guys are telling me 145, but DJT might be a cancel soon. We still got this little double bottom. I don't really want to see this close below kind of where that volume spike came in. So I'll give this one another couple candles. That one might be a cancel though. Otherwise, SMCI, no, I'm gonna leave it be. We might be able to get our stops up a little on SMCI before noon though. Rock says today feels a little weird. Yeah, we did have a pretty historic event over the weekend. To me, it still feels like everything is still bullish. And we're right still in the middle of July, so lower volume for sure. That's where you get these kind of random big candles from. Doesn't take a lot for some of the algos to push these things around. And the worst news is we still got August, which is typically lower volume too. I think we probably pick up a little bit more volume. I think July this month should be probably one of the lowest volume months. So for day trading, especially if you're sitting there, you're trading and you're like, man, I'm not hitting anything this month, or just big battles back and forth. Don't throw the towel in. This is a very, very tough month. The summers are usually pretty bad for volume in general. So battling is good here. Don't change your plans. Don't get crazy because as soon as September rolls around, which is really kind of what I'm waiting for to get more aggressive on things, it's tough. It's a battle. AMD is trying. We got SMCI almost back to our break even point. Roblox new highs of the day, so that's going a little. You know it's a strange market when Peloton was moving. PayPal, chilling, SoFi. Hit new highs of the day a few minutes ago. We're right in that 740, 750 range. So that's pretty much where resistance is. I don't want to lower my entry on DJT. Where we have our entry is the appropriate spot, though. That's where that volume started coming in. Otherwise, we could also just play the tail end of that. I don't think I would update the entries. I think I would update the stops. Make those stops a little bit tighter. Be the better way to try to get the 3 hours. Mm. All right, now we have a 10 EMA to the bear side on SMCI. So we could get aggressive with stops. Get them up to like 909. I'm gonna go to 906.53. 906.53. New stop. 906.53. Mm-mm-mm. Coinbase coming down. Maybe somewhere around that 238.45. Maybe some bulls. Just got a bullish engulfing candle on SPY. Little right now, at least resting candle, but we are back above the 10. This is the one where if we start double topping up here, I'd be a little more concerned for the day. I don't think DJT, I mean, we're not in DJT yet. We haven't got triggered. I don't think that's going to be affected too much by a double top up here. In fact, that's probably more or less, I think, going to help DJT if there's any type of rotation. SMCI could get affected, but we'll see. We'll see where they want to take this. Tesla's got a bearish 10 EMA. That one would be triggering right now if you want to take a short. And unfortunately, SMCI also has that bear 10 EMA. It's still relatively flat. Again, not in DJT yet, but if we do get triggered, but we get stopped out of SMCI, I might be going, instead of the 3, I might be going for 2 as much as I want to go for 3. But that would put us in the positives for the day. Where's that 906.53? Still says got out of SPY and SMCI calls. 1200 for the day. Nice. IWM, very strong. Yep. It's going to be some of the lower cap names. Let's see what else is moving. We're also getting into the lunchtime lull. Mm, 3M's up a little, MO up 0.5%, W's 9 cents. SMCI just got stopped on. Stopped on SMCI. The only thing I got left on the table is DJT, which is still kind of hanging in that zone. Look how flat that VWAP is. So fast starting to pull back. Still got the VWAP 562.88 on SPY. See where this candle on DJT closes. If it stays flat, we'll leave it open. If it's a decent red candle, it'll be closed. Coinbase, pretty good pullback. Those 10 EMAs to the bear side here is starting to work. I just don't know if I buy it. Even this candle on SPY is still a hammer. with another little bear trap to it. Not a horrific location if you like Coinbase. On this pullback though, this could be a one, two. This is probably a three. You might get a double bottom somewhere. Maybe come into that VWAP. Otherwise, it got right down to that 230.45 we were just talking about. Mm, What's going on, Justice DJT? You like the gal in the Carvana commercial today? I don't even know what that commercial is. You can tell I just watched Netflix. Although I think they had a Super Bowl commercial. Didn't they have one of those? All right. Santil says Tesla's looking good. Um, got a hammer. That was a good retest spot. You are below 10, below the VWAP. Man, I kind of want to adjust this trade on DJT. I would love to bring my entry down, but I still really like where our entry is. So what if we get our stops up higher? 38.72. 38.72. What if we go to 38.40? So I'd rather just not be triggered in if this thing breaks down. But if it breaks higher than that candle, I think our stop is too wide. 38.60. All right, let's play it like that. Update to DJT. Copy, paste. Hmm. Coinbase, a little bit of a bounce. Tesla's chilling. AMD still not really doing too much. Another volume candle coming in from the bull side of things on DJT. Trying to keep it up. Decent day PayPal, Unity software. That's kind of getting some bids. MU down. ORCL. Maybe a double bottom. You got a little room for that VWAP. Decent hammer with good volume. Yeah, tech has been a little tougher. AMZN, that gave it all back. Oh, that was looking good. Now it's currently below that last pivot. Decent high wave candle. If you want to try to play a good volume, it's high wave hammerish. You'd be pretty much be trying to buy the double bottom for the day. It's not horrible risk to reward on that. And took the loss on SMCI, but glad we got stopped out where we did. That one's still pulling back, SPY consolidating below the 10, above the VWAP. I almost feel like we get out entry lower that hammer. Playing around with this one. Let's see. 39.83, 38.60. We'd have to be spot on with this one if I come down with that entry. Three R's, 43.52. Heck of a lot easier to hit the three. Mhm. Now I almost rather come in lower. What was the original stop? Maybe we just do that. I think it's a low day, 37.85, so 37.80. 45.92. I'll give it a couple more candles. What do I got? 2 more minutes left. I'm gonna take a stab at a different entry on this. Uh, 39.83 by 38.60. I don't know if that stop is too tight as the original stop that we had, but I'm gonna make that change. Still going for 3 Rs. Um, 38.60. 43.52 would be target. Let me get this on the 3 minute chart. See if we grab a bigger double bottom here. 43.52 would be target. Entry 39.83. Copy link, paste. All right. So it's 12 noon. I'm not triggered in yet. Kind of playing that secondary hammer with a little bit of volume. Otherwise, volume is kind of pretty much dead across the board for everything. DJT. I'm gonna have to make a push back to our original entry of $40.88. But if we could break through that, and then we need 43.52 for 3 Rs, that's not bad. Obviously, the rest of this is we get triggered in, and then it's not done coming down yet. Stop should be a little bit lower. So I'm a little aggressive with my stop on this one. If you guys want to go lower, I get it. Makes some sense. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up here. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. Again, we got RNC convention today. We got Jerome Powell speaking probably soon. So we'll see what Jerome wants to do. Price of the market for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles, pretty flat. So last 35 minutes. Been in this range after that dip. Again, no news on that dip whatsoever. It's really, I guess, the second dip of the day, if that was the first right out of the gate. Another candle that just didn't move on anything. So we shall see. We shall see. Amazon starting to slip. SoFi back below the 10, although just hit new highs today recently. AMD is very flat. SMCI, anything tech related, which we said kind of beginning of the day, a little bit tough. So we'll see. I'm just gonna throw my marbles into DJT and see what happens. Otherwise, yeah, if I get triggered or we have to make any updates on DJT, I'll throw that in Slack. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Later, guys.